Greetings and welcome to the next NASCAR Cup Series race in my NR2009 season. I'm Smithers, and me and the rest of the Cup Series drivers are ready to dive into the night for race number 9 in this NR2003 season. I hope all the drivers have strapped on their battle gear and whatever they need to conquer the Lady in Black in 74 laps. Last season there was all kinds of calamity in turns 2 and 3, and I doubt that this year's Southern 500 will be any different. I really tried with the track I&I settings, but I think I failed. Hendrick Motorsports driver Jimmy Johnson won the race in 2008, and they look unbeatable tonight.
Breaking news!
Just reporting in live from Loose Nuts News, we have word that there was a targeted attack during last weekend's Cup practice session in Phoenix. After further investigation, the team found a hole in the engine, and upon further deconstruction of the motor, a projectile bullet was embedded into cylinder number 3. We spoke to the driver earlier today, who is the only eyewitness. Unfortunately, the information he provided was utterly frickin' useless because he is a skeleton and the first frickin' eyeless witness ever to be called in for questioning. Like, what the hell? What even is my job anymore? I used to talk to stars like Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin, and all because of that incident with the hot dog at Martinsville, I'm stuck interviewing you! What even is this headline anyway? What are we talking about? It's not even about racing. I used to... At the announcement of the JGR Smithers partnership for 5 races, fans in the garage assumed that this would be a 5-week hurricane with the success of both the team and driver last season during their separate paths. Outside of a runner-up finish at the paperclip behind teammate Kyle Busch, these finishes have been subpar or disastrous. That was all until last night in the Nationwide Series when Smithers shined through the darkest parts of the Lady in Black. Good luck balanced out bad luck as his main competitors fell from competition, but on the final restart, third gear gave out on the number 20 machine, leaving Smithers in a bad spot if another restart had happened, but that did not go as the case as Smithers ran the last green flag run all the way to the checkered flag, redeeming himself in Darlington. The long-awaited and constructed SRX Subscriber Series is only 4 weeks away in the NR Cup Series. This series will be starting the week following my NR 2009 Indy 500 and Coca-Cola 600 doubleheader. In the trailer I made a few months ago, I teased some of the tracks that are going to be on the debut schedule. I tried my best to get a great balance of paved tracks and dirt tracks amongst the 10 race season, and to fire off the Subscriber Series, we're at a YouTuber's track. The Freedom Factory will host race number 1, followed by Beaver Dam for the first dirt track on the schedule, then making my second visit to Five Flags Speedway, first time in the SRX car. Next we have a 4-race alternating stint of dirt races to paved tracks, with Knoxville Dirt starting out, then Dodge Motor Dome, Williams Grove, and Oswego Dirt. The final 3 races we have back-to-back paved tracks with Nashville Fairgrounds and Slinger Speedway, because the finale will be held at Eldora, the track owned by my favorite driver and one of the original co-founders of the SRX series. I feel so ready for this race. We're coming off of a win last night in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, and my 43 car, though we qualified 19th, I feel like it handles pretty great. We've not had the best luck here in the Cup car as far as like great performance has gone. We've had great runs, but we have not had great execution and those finishes to back up those runs. Mark Martin has finally hit his revival strike in the Hendrick Motorsports number 5 Chevrolet, and Tony Stewart is also back kind of on a good performance, qualifying on the front row. Johnson is up there as well, Kurt Busch. A lot of names that are starting to bubble up now that are performing well in the last few races. I think now we're definitely getting into the part of the season where we're going to start seeing the same names up in the top 10, and I'm trying to punch my way up there, and I've been struggling quite a lot this season. Casey Kane qualified in 15th. He's been outrunning me, being the poster child for Richard Petty Motorsports for the time being as far as the best performance. Sadler's right there amongst us as well, and of course Allmendinger is the one that's falling behind. Jamie McMurray, if you've seen my pre-race stories in the last couple of races, you know about what I've been going on with him, and hopefully things have quieted down. I think we won't be hearing from McMurray for a little bit. He's definitely got to watch out for his own ass for the highly illegal shenanigans he pulled off in Phoenix. And I guess I was the only one that saw his face. Onto the back half here, there's Allmendinger in 35th, Martin Truex Truex Jr. with another poor qualifying run in that DEI #1 car. Brian Vickers, who qualified on the front row in Phoenix, is qualifying on the back row here in Darlington. Also, Matt Kenseth is not doing too well either, in 40th position. I wonder if these guys had maybe some issues in practice or qualifying and failed pre-race inspection, maybe had to go to a backup car. I don't know their stories. There's a lot of drivers back here that aren't normally back here starting in the back today at Darlington. The Darlington Too Tough to Tame stats for tonight's race. We have 74 laps, 20% over the normal 25 that I've been doing recently. It seems like the longer races have been lengthening out the videos quite a bit. I'm going to try and cut back on laps just to see if the flow of things will go a little bit better. Got a full field of 43 cars at 93% difficulty. Kept that across both races for the Nationwide and the Cup Series just to see how we're going to do. The damage level is realistic. The yellow flags have been turned on. It's a little bit of a warm evening here tonight in South Carolina. 84 degrees is the temperature with a clear sky and an eastern wind of 10 miles per hour. She's breezy. Gonna be able to at least cool off in the grandstands that way, but man, she's cooking here tonight. Right in line with two other of our teammates, Kane and Sadler, and we're going here, green flag. Second gear was a little rough there. That was a freaking, it lurched when I shifted there in a second. Not a great start for us in our 43. Richard Petty, oh God, I got a little bit loose there. We're down where we're not supposed to be. Let's get back up here on the banking and squeeze up Logano. Try and keep our inside spot, not lose anything on the start. We're moving forward in this race, baby. Here we go, clear the 20. And I'm gonna back off nicely going into 3 because that's why they're checking up a little bit hard. Logano, I'm between two rookies right now with Keselowski and Logano. Work through them, get around them. There's gonna be a couple of different paint schemes you're gonna see out here on the track tonight. Edwards has got the Disney Pixar Ups paint scheme, and he just got into the back of Boyer, or Sadler got in the back of him. They checked up there on the high side. I also got the Shell Pennzoil, like the blue version. I really want to get around these cars, but I can't. I don't want to push it 3 wide. I'm gonna push Keselowski into Edwards. Okay, I really fucked the situation right there. Oh, McMurray's going for a ride, taking out Scott Riggs. Easy there, easy there. Let's get to the yellow flag. All right, okay. I was getting on the brakes, but I did not get on the brakes hard enough. I tried to recalibrate my steering wheel before the race started today because the pedals were having a bit of an issue and they weren't working at the beginning of qualifying. I tried to take off for qualifying and literally the car wasn't going, and I'm trying to hit the brakes now. I am putting pressure on. I might need to recalibrate again. I'm coming down. We got to get shit fixed real quick. Everyone else is coming down. Maybe that'll benefit for us. Get up here to the back of the my Smitherin brethren. Oh, I got into the back of my Smitherin brethren. My bad, dude. What a fiery start to the Southern 500. Yeah, this brake pedal is fucking... yeah! I had to stand on it, man. Come on, beat out the fenders. I know I damaged the hell out of this thing. It's another week that we got to beat the wheels out of it.
Alright, we put lane speed 45.
There we go. Now my brake pedal matches my other two pedals. When I did it earlier, it was like 50 more up above the other two. It was closer to 300. Now I should be able to brake a lot better. I really showed Brad Keselowski what it's like to be in a freaking crown jewel race in the Cup Series. I gave him the beans, I gave him the front nose of my Valvoline Dodge, and I fucking clobbered my teammate and 2 other cars with him. I completely overdrove the corner because my brakes were, oh my god, simultaneous barrel rolls. I took out Sadler too, they're done. I know Sadler's still rolling, Keselowski's out, so is Labonte. Oh man, I got a lot of apology letters I gotta make. The adventure did not last long with the characters from the Disney Pixar movie Up with Carl Edwards. They're going into turn 3 here, and he gets just, yep, clobbered right in the ass end, cleaned out his back, and he gets away from it, scoots away as you see Truex smacks the wall there. More cars getting involved. McMurray almost took out Scott Riggs. On board in the number and the team that I won in yesterday, but the driver Joey Logano, sliced bread, is gonna be slicing right through this wreck. Look at that, on the brakes quick, back in the gas, avoided it, on through to live another day. I was getting really too impatient. You see I'm poking 3 wide already on lap 3 or 4. I mean, I was ready to go. This pack of cars was slow for me, and of course my brake pedal wasn't calibrated right. That had a big deal to do with it, and there I go scraping by. Allmendinger almost took me out. Ooh, that was a hard hit with Bobby Labonte. A lot of heavy damage to a lot of back marker cars. We might not be seeing them next week, but I gotta shake that dust off. Those first few laps didn't happen. Something happened with these blood orange clouds that are in the skies over Darlington. There's a curse amongst us. and we might be driving a little bit rowdy tonight, a little bit wild. Things might be calmed down though after that shit, because I don't want to be wrecking like that again. That was bad. I'm gonna try and take it easy, just follow in line, not try and poke it too wide or slide up into the other lane, try and hold my lane, get around Robbie Gordon. That's a good thing to be, get around him, back off really early, stuck my nose in there with the 83, hug this white line just like I did in the Nationwide Series. My 43 machine's doing the exact same thing. Uh-oh, there, I saw smoke, I'm going for it. Oh no, I shouldn't have went for it. I slammed the hell out of Sturmy. How did I save that? I gained a shit ton of positions. There was some that could have been really consequential. That was me just sending it because I tried to capitalize on an opportunity. You guys fucking hitting the wall up there. Gonna have to get a replay on that. I don't know what was going on. The 3-wide scenario off of 4 didn't work out too well. Look who we're behind now, the 26 of McMurray. I'm gonna try and show him that I'm a clean driver, so he leaves me alone. I know what you were up to in Phoenix last week, buddy. Don't you try and tell the authorities any different. Oh no, what? So much for me giving McMurray a piece of my clean driving. I'm trying to get these guys to go because I know I can roll through that corner a lot quicker and not have to hit the brakes. Okay, why is my water temperature up? I gotta keep an eye on that thing. Allmendinger's really holding up. They're trying to pass him on the inside. My water temperature's already in the caution on the exit of 4, and it's like that like for 3/4 of the racetrack. We've worked ourselves up into 25th position so far, which is not bad. We started in 19th, so we're only 6 spots away. Somewhere up in that large pack up ahead is where we started this race. Saturday, if you guys were at the stream, my first stream, NASCAR 25, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you were there, you know, maybe leave a comment down below saying you were there and letting me know. And I'm watching that temperature gauge, guys. It is getting real close into the red, and I know if it peaks red, my engine explodes and I'm done for the race. So I gotta whimper to the next pit stop and get some tape off of it. Actually, I'm gonna try and make that adjustment now if I can. Oh man, this is gonna be really difficult to do while I'm driving. I don't even know which one it is. I don't even know which button it is. Oh, we're gonna go into the wall. It's gotta be, no, there we go. 65, no wonder why we're running hot. I'm gonna bring it down to 50.
Keep an eye on those gauges. I think it's about 10 to 15 degrees of cold right here.
Sorry I bumped the mic, guys, if you heard any of that boingage going on there. And also I lost some ground with the 47 as he's caught Taco Bell sauce. John Andretti driving the 34 Taco Bell machine. I just call this car Taco Bell sauce. Oh no, are you serious?
Blowing up.
We lost an engine.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out.
Whose dumbass was it the idea to put 65% tape on this thing? I am so sad. I am so sad. Might as well just coast over as close as I can to the damn emergency services over here. The opening that's just off the safer barrier by the Sunoco sign. I'm sailing away. Set an open course.
Yellow's out.
I'm probably gonna DNF myself here out of this race. It sucks, really does, because I really wanted to race Darlington today. Like, I was looking forward to it. But this shit happens in real racing, like engines blow up. It's nothing that I did. Like, I mean, it could have been. I could have been. Once I figured out that there was 65% tape, I changed it down to 50%. Don't know if any damage I acquired from that wreck that I caused on turn 2. So I made a decision, and I don't know how you guys will feel about it, but for the sake of saving time, I went ahead and just hit restart on the race, and I'm gonna try and pick up back on lap 18 to 20 where we left off at, because I just don't have. I was trying to do the commentary and just I don't know what it is today. Maybe because I just got home from work, but I'm just not in the commentary booth kind of mode. I wanted to race Darlington, looking forward to it, and that overweighed the desire to want to commentate in the booth and try and watch the race, the rest of it, from watching different camera angles, because that's a bit more tedious, and I gotta kind of control things a little bit differently. Here I could just drive, go, punch it, and commentate along the way, and also it's a little bit more fast-paced as far as recording and editing goes. I will catch you guys back on lap 18 unless anything happens before then that is worthwhile to show you.
Outside. up there. Clear. Yellowed out. Yellowed out.
Holy shit. Something big just happened, alright. I don't know how I did not get hit again. The amount of wreck avoidance that I just did. I mean, I did get hit. I almost saved it, though. That was all myself. But holy hell, what a start. Alright, here we go. Sending it into turn 3 because I have no brakes. I bounced off of Michael Waltrip. I nearly saved that there until Montoya hit me. And then I'm freaking... Woo! That right there, when I whipped the wheel and cranked it to avoid getting ran into nose first, I thought I was donezo there. I'm taking a look at it slow-mo because it was freaking kind of badass on how that went. It could have been worse for me. I mean, dumbassery here, overshot the corner, nearly saved it. I had the wheel so cranked to save it, and Montoya ruined it for me. He gets taken out. Karma's a bitch. Don't even know her. That right there, that freaking whip back down, and then the fact that Reagan Smith like stopped where he did and didn't plow into my ass end. The racing gods were watching me right there. That 43 is a lot less dinged up than it could have been. It's pretty clean after what happened to it. So we are on our 3rd attempt on this race, and man, it has been a frustrating time trying to get this put together. I did have to leave from the 2nd attempt that you've seen me do this, and it's just been one of those kinds of weeks, inside the channel and outside the channel in real life. I mean, hell, it's been one of those weeks I could use a DAB for sure, what's on the back of Nemechek's car right there. I've shortened the race down to 56 laps because we did complete 18 laps, and 74 minus 18 happened to be exactly 20% of the race. I penalized myself for this race to start dead last to at least, give a fair shot to the rest of the field, not trying to, short myself whatsoever on this. I'm trying to make it difficult and also legitimate to try and at least achieve a championship somewhat on this game because it is hard to kind of figure out a season mode. This has been such a disastrous, recording week for trying to put this Darlington race together. The Nationwide Series, it went fine. This Cup race, I don't know why. I hope they don't wreck off of turn 2 again and we can at least knock out some laps, like the first 10 laps of this race really quick and early. I need to make up some time on this race. I feel like I've wasted way more time trying to complete 70-something laps around Darlington, and going 3 wide into turn 1 is not how we're going to get around this track clean. And someone's in the wall, 2 cars in the wall, that's going to be smoke. Yep.
Yellowed out. Yellowed out.
Oh no, oh no, I can't see. Oh, I can't see. I gotta get into gear. Whoop. Okay, I'm through. Well, as you can see, I have a little bit more tweaking to do with the track I&I, as Sam Hornish Jr. just got into the turn 2 wall, really screwed himself, so got it 3 wide off of turn 2, which doesn't work at Darlington, and it caused a massive pile up. I barely get by on the outside right there. I kind of slowed down just to make sure I didn't run into anybody at full speed. A lot of cars going into that inside wall right there and piling up into each other. 2 of them my teammates. Paul Menard was somebody who I also saw. Ooh, Martin Truex Jr. nearly hit the inside wall, but Paul Menard really took a hard hit right. Oh, Truex, dang it. He almost got through that, but after NR2003 drivers do not know how to hit the brakes. They just pile drive India if you're in their pathway, and they get knocked off the racing course. Paul Menard, he probably would have been fine to continue on racing if it wasn't for the 1 car. Alright, I'm going to make sure that the car on my outside gets ahead of me on the restart here, because I don't want to get black flagged in, and I hope it wasn't because of those cars pitting. That really screwed me up last time, but I ain't gonna take a chance. I might have a really bad restart, but it's better than getting black flagged and having to restart this bullshit all over again. I just want to complete the race, baby. Nice smooth. I definitely did not get into 2nd gear smooth enough to keep going. 17 car got around me, no black flags. We're back going green around Darlington, Southern 500, and someone's blowing up. Oh, that's causing a lot of people to check up. Oh, I'm in the fence, I'm in the fence, I'm in the fence, I'm in the fence. Oh, my ass just got pounded into by my teammate. I just gave up everything right there. Somehow no caution. How's the damage? Oh no. Well, we just crossed 6 laps into our 4th attempt at the Southern 500 in 2009, and this 4th attempt already had a caution in it right off the bat, and I tried to turn, well, of course they start double file restarts. I just skimmed across the back bumper of Robbie Gordon's car nearly. That took so much air off the nose of my car. We saved it though. I was gaining spots there for the first little bit of the restart. I turned off the better cautions mod because the double file restarts aren't working for this race, and I am beyond frustrated, livid with trying to just deal with them wrecking on the first lap of the restart every single time. I want to race and run long laps and a long run at Darlington because this is a fun track to race at. Like I said, this Safer Barrier Project's version is fun when it works right. But I'm literally getting agitated and so frustrated. I've wasted so much time over the weekend trying to get this race complete when I could have had it done and edited and probably out the gate ready for you guys a lot sooner than it's going to be out on the channel. So I apologize about that. I restarted this attempt again in dead last, like I took the penalty for my blown engine. And we've made ourselves up in 28th so far thanks to the carnage and the massive wreck that happened, which I will play right now. Thought they were going to wreck off of turn 2, they saved it and wound up wrecking in turn 3. Gave me a huge opportunity to gain the first 10 spots up through the field. And as I'm picking these people off one car at a time, I know I'm a top 15 race car around Darlington at least. 10 laps complete, 46 laps to go. We're going to probably have one pit stop to make on this race like we did in the Nationwide Series. It's pretty much boiled down to the same 20% length that I got it set to make up for the first 18 laps that I already ran when I blew my engine, and I think karma has taken over for the middle part of this race for everything that I've done. I should have just restarted the damn race from the beginning, scrapped everything, but with the way that the beginning went, I was too good. Our 43, just like the 20, seemed to be entering turn 3 nicely, but the Cup guys are a lot faster around the track. Up in the 21st position, very close to cracking the top 20. Martin Truex Jr. is the next car in line. He's 2.3 seconds out, way down that straightaway there. I hope at least it's entertaining for you guys. I know it's a mess of a race, and I'll figure out points, you know. I'm going to collect the points off of this final race, or whatever race is the final race. I don't think I'm going to have any more attempts after this one. We're pretty solid going in, 15 laps about into this race, so this is probably going to be the one to finally send off the Southern 500 in 2009. Thank God, because probably one of the worst ones trying to record. I hope I can make it up in a decent finish and at least kind of get some, you know, get a happy vibe out of today through that. Both me and the 09 Amirs are ringing up and rolling into this one car. He's starting to try and peek to my inside because I messed up the entrance of 3. Dropped that lead down to 1.15 with the one car. The lead, I said he'll lead, but he's 20th. 41 laps to go in the race. We still got to keep an ear and a mindset about taking a pit stop for 4 tires and fuel, making it to the end. Car's running pretty solid. Seems like I'm quicker. Oh, I caught the wall off of 2 right there. It seems like I'm really quick around 1 and 2. I can, of course, really get into 3. Same way, my brakes are working finally good on my sim rig again, unlike the beginning part of this race. Oh, that was really close to the 4 wall. Hanging her out there real close to the outside safer barrier. Seeing how close I can get to it. Using up all the racetrack. Even once I get past this one car, if I can, there's still a long way to go to the next car. 07's able to hook the... Oh, I was able to cut his run off. I was like, he's going to get underneath me and take this position from me. Oh my God. Nope. Can't get him here. I'm close enough I could dive it in on 3. Not going to though, because that's going to be a really bad angle and I'm going to smack up into the wall. There we go. And I was able to hook the bottom and I'd slide up into the one car, clear up to the wall. We have taken over, cracked the top 20 for the first time all race long, and we are leaving the one car in the dust. Next car is the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr., who was, I think, up there qualified pretty well, and I remember one of the attempts. Oh, I got close to the wall, the back end got fishtaily, and now I smacked into it. Gotta block the one car, I'm not letting them by me. I worked too hard for this 20th position. I gotta remember, I gotta try and get my car angled up farther so I can dive. I can't. I'm not getting it up to the wall far enough or close enough in the center of the corner, and it's really, I'm not leaving turn 2 right. I sent her too hot. That's gonna really mess me up. Don't run into me, Truex. I'm just gonna put it in the wall versus getting spun out. That's better. Even though it bogs me so much getting into the wall. Oh my God, why did you go down there, Ruderman? Why did you do that? That was scary as hell. I was not looking in my mirror and expecting them to do that. and I just gave up my 25th position. Holy shit. I cannot believe how bad I bogged down scraping the wall like that. Worse than NASCAR 25. We're really at a kind of a mediocre point in our career right now in NR 2003. 2009, the season, we opened up with a firing win in Auto Club, a couple of decent finishes. We've had 3 top 10s so far, which is not good. But we're not jiving with this 43 team like the 10 Valvoline team was the first 2 seasons. Probably because we added 2 more cars to the team, or not 2 more, but 1 more car to the team. We're a 4-car organization and our resources are more spread thin. Trying to work on my 1 and 2 so I can, mechanical failure on Taco Bell John Andretti. Had too much fire sauce in that engine and she blew a cylinder. Surprised there wasn't a caution for it. He must have been able to get pulled off the racing surface really quickly, and not worth throwing out a caution if he's down close to the inside wall. There he is. He's still running on the track. Get her down to pit road, buddy. Leaving fluid all down there. Make sure I don't put my car down there, and watch out if we have any green flag pit stops. Oh, damn it. Smack the wall. That's not what I need. Really killed all that momentum I gained trying to get up to Gillen. 34 finally made it down to pit road safely into his pit stall, or probably behind the wall at this point. My right sides are so worn out, it's making my race a hell of a lot harder than it needs to be. I also haven't been really running a smooth line like the AI have, probably not managing my tires really good. There we go, that's how I'm supposed to be angling off of turn 2. Been really trying to practice my driving line, and we got a caution out, so that's gonna save me on worrying about green flag pit stops. I wonder what happened. We got a wreck off the front straightaway. Is that Harvick? It is the 29, conveniently with 29 laps to go, but Harvick. Remember, it's 45 from the Nationwide Series. We're the first pit stall. Okay, Dave Blaney. Okay. Oh no, this ain't good. At least we got her whipped around. It's gonna be a delayed pit stall. We're gonna lose a lot of time. Okay, we're gonna be the last people out for sure after that. Can't believe the 66 spun me out. I probably crossed his nose over, but should have been paying attention, man. I was trying to get onto my pit stall. You saw my sign waving, right? Or I don't know whose fault that was. Maybe it was mine. I should have been lower where the 29 was. I cannot believe all that damage I took from just getting contact down pit road. Such a long pit road to finally get out of. So here we are looking at the 29, Kevin Harvick, who was starting on this lap. Oh, the 96 got into the wall going into turn 3. That really held up Harvick. He started this lap in 3rd position, but you see the leaders are freight training. He's trying to get by the 96 car and gets hooked by the 41 of Jeremy Mayfield. Oh, that is so bad. The 29, I'm sure Harvick is hunting down Mayfield right now. That is another great number Shell Pennzoil that Chevrolet, that driver has had, Harvick has had, and it has been junked for one reason or another. Looking off the roof cam, the Lowe's Chevrolet of Jimmy Johnson, and he was in 10th position, so Harvick had fallen back to 9th from 3rd place and just gets taken out by the 41. And then we see some other smoke going on. Somebody's blowing up in front of the 48 car, the 83 Red Bull Racing Brian Vickers driver. The 83 Red Bull machine loses an engine going off into turn 1. Don't know how well of a TV angle we're gonna get of this, but you see me trying to come down pit road and Dave Blaney just send it right into my rear bumper. Looks like he was trying to gain up, to my rear bumper to gain that gap that I was trying to do in the Nationwide Series, where I almost got black flagged. And of course, Paul Menard taking a little extra shot at me because I was trying to back up, but didn't realize that, he was trying to pull down because his pit box was right in front of mine. Just bad luck there going down pit road, bad situation. I should have been pulled over to the left a lot more than I was. Hopefully, even though I don't have the better cautions mod on, these lap cars and damaged race cars on the inside up there aren't going to mess with the leaders, and we can still have a smooth restart with the 24 laps left of this race, because I really want to get to the end of this thing. I have a lot of material I'm gonna have to cut through just to put together the video. What can we do from 32nd position? They didn't really take my ass out too badly. We do have some rear end damage, but it's not crunched in like how the 29s is or some of the other people that are out of here on track, so we have a chance to move forward, and I'm going to attempt to get back into the top 20 if I can. I'm in 32nd, so it's possible, but I want to try and get into a top 15 position. Come out of here with a great day, even though it's been disastrous. That's my goal. Nice shift into 2nd gear. Let's see how the field plays out going off into turn 2, or coming off of turn 2 at least. They're already getting too wide here, back here in the back. I'm going underneath Edwards, trying to get my jump while I can. Gonna go underneath Michael Waltrip, try and mess his exit up just a little bit. Oh, we touched each other. We skipped bumpers. And they're wrecking really hard to turn 3. Oh, I got to the freaking 36. I didn't want to get involved. No, we're in the storm. We're in the storm. Damn it. I wanted to dive down and cut everybody so I could gain 20 positions. And that is not what happened. I am going to gain something, I think. Oh my lord, that was a mess. I'm in the 15th. I'm going to stay out. I'm sure I have damage to my car, but I did not slam into the car in front of me as hard to like cave in my nose as much as, you know, I think we're good. I had a feeling that those lap cars were going to cause a chaos into somewhere, off of turn 2 or into turn 3. That's where the damage has been done. So here we are looking at Matt Kenseth, who's laps down from taking damage on the first incident in this race, which I kind of had a highlight of, and he, oh my lord, he flipped himself off the 24. Gordon, who was the winner of this race, he was the leader and the fastest car for sure, collected so many others. Oh my lord, there I am getting pushed away, trying to skim by through this whole carnage. That just snapped and happened so fast. All these cars were so tightly packed together, they had no time to react, and 24 just shot back right into the windshield of the 78, clipped the 48, collected the 26, oh no, not again. Roush is, as soon as I spoke about their good luck, a lot of their drivers are having bad luck except for Edwards. The curse of the Smithers commentary curse has been struck by another team. First it was RCR, now it's Roush Fenway Racing. We've got ourselves in a really great position with 20 laps to go, coming to 19 when we take the green flag for the restart, but I gotta watch out for those 5 damaged lap cars up ahead, what kind of chaos they're gonna bring for our leaders up front. I can make it to the end on fuel. I'm surprised that I'm up here, but it's all because of the chaos of the damn AI and them not quite giving each other enough space, which I thought I had worked out during my research and development for testing and tuning with the track I settings that I messed with. Spent like an hour and a half doing that, but I guess it's a lot better than what it was, but it's not much better. Still having issues with it, can't use the Better Cautions mod, and I gotta watch out for 2 wide restarts. We're back rolling at Darlington with 19 laps to go. Will it be green from here, or are we gonna have chaos to the end of this thing, and I'm gonna have to just capitalize on dodging it? Not how I wanted to race this Darlington race. Of course, I want to have a nice, long, good, like, crown jewel event for the NASCAR series, but it did not work out that way this weekend at all, and I apologize multiple times over and over again from past, present, and future self. Making moves, though, got around the 16, going for the teammate of the 44. I really caught that white fucking apron. I'm just gonna keep her too wide, not gonna dive down underneath the 09, gotta play it safe. We are in a great spot and we can make our way forward, possibly to a top 10. Come on, push the 09 behind the 71, that way we're safely getting the lower lane into 3. Perfect. Got some slower cars holding up this pack here. I think Robbie Gordon's being a bit of an issue, but they're... Oh, I thought I was trying to do the same thing to the 71 that I did with the 09, and he was not holding. He was holding his own ground right there. Not trying to go through wide, not trying to go through wide. It's really forcing me to try and get down there underneath the 71. Oh, I might have to. I might have to. Kane, catch me a break. 71, catch me a break. Oh my god, I saved it. They didn't though. I just took out the 19. Oh, damn it. Another talk in the books for Richard Petty Motorsports Monday morning. I was really trying to hold back, but I could not. I feel like with only less than 20 laps to go, I can't hold back for too long. Trying to push a 3-wide situation. I got up into the 71, got the air taken off my rear end. I saved it somehow. I had the wheel cranked so far to the right. 71 got into the... Oh, that's why there was tire marks. There's more contact to 44 in the 07. So as I'm sitting there, got the wheel fully cranked to the right, my teammate's getting slammed into the outside wall, and they just hook right around facing the wrong direction. The 44 clipped the 71, that's why he got in. Oh no, Dale Jr.'s done for the day. fans are going to be upset over there in turn 4. Their favorite driver is, oh, and he got an extra bite from the 00. Here's Allmendinger in the Best Buy Dodge for RPM, and we're going to see him just clip the 71, get down in the 07, spin the 07. 24, Jeff Gordon also gets knocked into the fence. 11 laps to go when we take the green flag. Will it be the final run to the checkered? Good God, I hope so, because it has been quite the adventure at Darlington for the Southern 500 from a recording perspective and a driving perspective. Here we go. Shift to second gear was really hard. I did not time that pretty well. I was not out of the gas fully when I made that shift, but at least I know no one's going to be on my ass while I see the chaos unfold between the lap cars and these top 9 drivers in front of me. Currently holding on to a 10th place position, and the people behind me don't even have the dang speed. 09 of Mike Bliss up in the 11th position, which is really different for him. Easy, they don't be running into anybody. We got to take her easy into turn 3, but look at that, 09 rolled right back up. They're checking up. I'm going to the bottom. We need to get the 07, we need to get the 7 and the 9 to the outside lane. There's 10 laps left in this race. Gotta get those slow guys out of the way. Seems to be the inside lane's the way to go, because Stewart's stuck on the outside even with these lap cars. Come on, Harvick. I don't know if you're still on the lead. I think you are still on the lead lap. And I'm gonna get off your ass, gonna get off your ass. I was gonna try and boop you into 3 and get you by the lap cars, but that was not gonna happen. Oh, easy there. 84 got into the wall, and I think 29 got a little bit scared and checked up. I bumped him, tried to get him to go. Come on, we gotta get by the 7. Get by Robbie Gordon here. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 7th position. We might fucking come out with a decent damn day out of Darlington. We got 9 laps to go, and we still got a clean race car based on a lot of these guys up here. They got some really damaged cars. And there goes the 41 of Mayfield. He saved it though. Oh my lord, that was scary. That was so scary. He was sideways. I thought he was about to spin around, but he saved it. We just gotta get to the end. Come on. Harvick, yep. Oh, dang it. I couldn't get my car to turn. I was trying to keep the same speed as the 29 car, and it just would not hook down there. 7th place, though, not bad for the Southern 500. That'd be another top 10 on the season. Probably our 4th one, if I remember right. I'm okay with that after the hell of a fucking weekend we have had trying to record this race. I will take it. I'm going to come out of this car with a huge, like, sigh of relief. It's not over yet, though. We gotta hang on, pay attention, keep her clean. I don't know who else is for position other than Kevin Harvick right now. He is the guy ahead of me, and he's running away from me, so there ain't no way I'm going to try and catch the 29. Maybe the 77 if he's on the lead lap. It is updated. He's not on the lead lap. That was a lap car. 29 of Harvick is pulling away, and got Montoya and Hamlin are the next 2 ahead of him. Never give up, baby. I mean, I gave up when my engine expired and I hit the restart, which is something that doesn't happen in real life. I should have been behind the garage early in this race with fumes coming out the hood of this 43 machine, but I wasn't having it this weekend. Darlington, no way. I was ready to go. It's been a while since I've done a cup race. I feel like recording one. I gotta catch up on some things. I was not ready to be in commentator mode. I was ready to be in Smithers racing mode. Come on, Sam. Giving me a hard time here. We're both Dodges. Just let off the gas. You know I'm trying to fight for a top 5, even though I'm so far behind it now. Top 4 drivers up there outside of the leader. I don't know. I think Mark Martin is the leader of this race. Him and Jimmy Johnson. Hendrick Motorsports really dominated this Crown Jewel event. Jeff Gordon got collected up in a car incident there and got his car flung up into the air. Really hasn't had good luck since. He also got put into the wall in a different incident off of turn 4. I think Montoya has now gotten passed by pretty much everybody, and he's now the 4th car in line back there. I don't know why that 42 is having such a good run tonight, but good on him. Everyone should make it to the end on fuel that pitted on that caution that I pitted on, so don't gotta worry about anyone like not making it to the end on fuel or sending it down pit road unless they're a car that had damage already. White flag is out one more time. Finally, I'm so happy to see that white flag flying around this track right now. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be leaving Darlington, not because I don't hate the track, but because I've been here for way too dang long, and I should be on to Talladega already. Checkered flag, the leader has already crossed the checkered flag. I imagine it's a Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet that won this thing. If not, I predicted wrong once again, because last time I called out a race winner like that, it was not the person who was dominating the race. We come across in 7th. We fucking earned it. We've been through hell in this race, in this 56 lap span itself. I know. I know what you're already gonna say down in the comments now about my 7th place finish, and you see, I said fuck it, I kept the points that I gained because you know what? After all the hell that I went through trying to record this damn race for you guys for this weekend, it did not go as planned. No matter what I tried to do. So I feel like I well deserved that 7th place finish with all the points that came with it, even though I did blow my whole entire engine and spewed oil all down the front straightaway. My 43 machine was puking fluid down the front straightaway. I overheated her and she just kaboomed. I didn't realize with the setup that I had gone with that it was cranked up to 65% on the tape, and usually that's a little bit too much for some reason for me in any race that I've ran. 55% seems to be the max, which makes sense, but I know at like Daytona and other plate tracks they have a really tiny hole for airflow through the grill, but still seems to blow up on my end. Glad that we're through that though, and our point standings have gotten shaken up once again because there was a hell of a carnage race in the Southern 500. This is the Southern Demolition Derby 500. Carl Edwards is still hanging on to the top spot, but now this is starting to look like real life 2008 with Jimmy Johnson. He has been consistent as hell the last few weeks, sneakily, and getting his way up there into 2nd place. He is still 32 points behind Carl Edwards. I'm technically in 3rd spot even though I'm in 4th, but I'm tied with the 39 driver of Ryan Newman, and we have been both on some redemption arcs here. The 39 kind of went back to his mid-pack running for a little bit after his hoodless victory in Bristol, and then we kind of stumbled around a little bit, but I'm in the middle of a Stewart-Haas racing sandwich because Tony Stewart's down in 5th place right now. Casey Kane is also still the other RPM driver that is up in the top 12 in points. The rest of them are they're going to be working at trying to get up where we're at. Denny Hamlin's making moves. Jeff Gordon's making progress forward. Jeff Burton had got involved in a wreck. Not a great race for that 31 driver. First time winner in the Smithers NR 2009 season. Grandpa Old Man Martin in the number 5 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet has pushed his way up into 14th in points, and he is knocking on the door of a playoff spot or a chase for the Sprint Cup spot in the top 12, whatever you want to call it. I've been saying playoff spot. I'm stuck saying it because of the last damn 10 years. Any Hooper damn. Up next we got Kyle Busch and Dale Earnhardt Jr., a couple of drivers that were at odds last season in 2008 due to their contract issues, but they are working themselves right together in the same spot this season, kind of roughly around equal grounds right now. Kyle Busch has got a little bit better stats. I'm actually wrong on that. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s got one more top 5 than Rowdy Busch does. A couple other drivers to keep an eye on this page. Last year's champion Matt Kenseth is in 20th place. He's kind of been dipping and diving in the teens and dumping out of the teens into the 20s. He needs some consistency, and I know Talladega last season was a rough one for him, and a couple of weeks after that he turned things around. Kurt Busch has had really solid consistent top 5 finishes since he's been back, and he is up in 23rd position, still pushing forward to the top and making his way towards the chase. Towards the chase. Also, the other two of our Richard Petty Motorsports teammates, AJ Allmendinger and Elliott Sadler, taking up 21st and 22nd. On to page number 3 in our top spot, instead of Mr. Where Did He Come From, it's Mr. When Will He Catch a Damn Break, because Kevin Harvick has had every golden opportunity to get a victory in that 29 car in 2009, and it's just not happened, and he's wound up finishing outside the top 30 in the field, which is why he is 26th in points with only one top 5 and 13 laps led, which he mainly got at Darlington tonight. Any drivers that had forward momentum in the last few weeks definitely got shuffled and knocked down at the Lady in Black. She really took and pounded down the confidence in some of these guys. Joey Logano really had a bad race. He was in, I believe, 39th, did not even show up into the top 35 all night long in that number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. And Scott Speed in the number 82 didn't even make the race for Red Bull Racing. The finale, the final page of our points in NR 2009. John Andretti in the Taco Bell number 34 car. Really not having the season that team was expecting, and neither of these drivers in any of these cars really, except for the ones that are starting one-off races. But there's our top 43 in points for you, and a few names that are outside of that. On the horizon for the next race for the NASCAR Cup Series, we are heading to the biggest track that NASCAR provides, in a circle at least, versus, a road course race, but it is Talladega, baby. Dega, where we're gonna have some subscriber cars back optional, so look out for the short that I'm gonna be releasing asking you guys to give me something in order to put your name in the hat in order to have one of the 3 options for the subscriber cars, which are not, the SRX subscriber cars, but our 3 COT open spots that we've been carrying for the plate tracks for the last 2 seasons or so. So, and I mentioned at one time that there was going to be a special guest coming and being involved in the race as well. So another regular driver might get booted out due to qualifying because this guy's coming in and running a one-off race. I think you guys are going to really like who it is. At least some of you. I don't know. Some of you might not know who it is. Some of you might be annoyed about who it is. He's a very controversial character, and you'll just have to stay tuned to find out who it is. Without further ado, that is going to be it for me, Mr. Smithers, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. The lady in black at Darlington was a mess, but we're through it, and glad that we're through it, honestly. That is a weight lifted off my chest, and I'm ready to go run some drafting laps at Dega and try and get redemption from last season. Damn it, we had a heartbreaker, and that was a season killer for us last year at Dega, and I hope to not get spun out. I'll see you guys then. Hope you guys have a fantastic week. Peace out.